Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
We are back with the finality. The finale. Of Birth by Sleep. I'm excited for this. Birth by Sleep. It's been a fun one. I bowled a funny bone last night and had a laughing stock. That's funny. But yeah, I think all we got left to do is the secret mission or the final mission, whichever one gives us that weird Sora cutscene, which I didn't see. I made sure to skip it and not save it so I could like experience it with you guys. It took a little bit longer to get a couple chores done. I had to run to a mall. I had to run to Walmart. I had to refill a pond. Had to cook me dinner. It's been a busy evening for me. A lot more busy than normal usually. But I hope everyone's having a good day. Everyone hopefully is getting well rested. I know tomorrow is the 4th of July, that is, here in America, so it's going to be a very busy couple nights. So we want to go to the secret episode. Once we do this, we should finally platinum the game. Hidden Truths.
Darkness rules your heart. It gives me control. Muscle and sinew that once obeyed you now rebels against you. How you can remain here at all confounds the mind.
It's still my heart. You think you can just come in and take over? I'm not gonna sit by and let that happen.
Don't even entertain any notions of escaping me, boy. In the end, your heart will be engulfed by mine forever.
Wrong. You're gonna get shown the door, old man.
As I recall, you couldn't even handle your own darkness. How then will you triumph over mine?
You'll find out soon enough.
Oh, so that's how it is it? Someone else has set foot in your heart. Ericus, you sly fox.
I'm not afraid of what the darkness holds now. Even if you do wrest control of my heart from me. Even if you cast me into the deepest, darkest abyss. You'll never sway me from the one cause that pushes me to keep on fighting. Whatever the cost, I'm ready to pay it.
Brave words, to be sure. But I'm a patient man. We can take as much time as we need to settle this little property dispute. However, know this. You are just one of many roads that I might choose to take. Trust me, I made certain of that.
Image of their backs preserved in memory. So this is when Xehanort's in
Hey, Mr. Master.
in Amson's body.
Oh, come on. You don't even know your pal? Please tell me the amnesia was just a sick joke. Boy, this is some cliche. Hey, you're not Terra. Just gotta check. As if. Well, don't sweat it. I got your back.
Handsome and young Syax. Or not Syax. Zexion? Two who were never meant to meet.
Who are you?
Why, hello. It's not often I get visitors.
Please, call me Aqua. Why are you sitting here all alone in the realm of darkness? How did you end up here?
Well, I can tell you this is my second time on these shores, but unfortunately, much like the first, I do not remember who I am or whence I came. Everything was washed away in whatever currents carried me here.
That's too bad. I know I've been here a long time, wandering through the endless hours, unable to escape.
You wish to return to your own world?
It's my friends. I promised I'd be there for them.
Your friends? Somewhere in the scraps of memory I have left, you remind me of a boy I once knew. He is very much like you. True to his friends and kind, this boy travels to many worlds and fights to keep the light safe.
Keep the light safe? I've been away too long. Did something happen out there? Are the worlds in danger?
Sad to say, they nearly fell to darkness more than once. But at every turn, that boy arrived with keyblade in hand to save the day.
Huh? Wait a sec. Is his name Terra or Ven?
Neither of those, I'm afraid.
Should have known.
How long has it been since I met him? At least a year now, perhaps more. Back then, my heart was clouded with vengeance. I did terrible things, both to him and his friends. I brought unhappiness to more lives than one. I felt something must be done. Was that why? A means of clearing my conscience, or perhaps out of a sort of scholarly instinct? While the boy slept his long sleep, I hid the results of my research inside him, transplanting the data to where it might best serve a purpose. In fact, I would like to believe maybe he can set things right. A boy like him who touches so many hearts, he could open the right door.
Yeah, so this is after 2.
And save all those people whose lives I managed to ruin.
Sora.
Riku.
Your mind's made up?
Yeah.
Sora.
Kairi. Mm. It's just, they really need me. I have to go. I am who I am. Because of them.
See you soon.
Reconnect Kingdom Hearts. One. Zero. We're at the 0 point.
As long as you're with me, I'll always find my way back. Always.
first time Aqua's even seen that. You know what? I'm just realizing this is the first time we've seen Heartless all game. We've been fighting Unversed the whole game. Okay, yeah, that's where I come down. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, I got Eric is Keyblade. Keyblade belonging to Master Eric has to boost all your stats. Oh my goodness, please. Boink. A secret. know what? I'm not saying triple fire rocket isn't a go-to, but now I'm thinking about it, I should just be using Magnega. Maybe throw a couple of Fundagas in here. And it'll probably help me not fall off the bridges as much. Well, guess what? It did not help me on that bridge. Do I have any abilities turned off? See what I mean? Just so much easier to like maintain control when they all just get stuck into one spot. Yeah, I got that chest. Hi, big cat. Defeat all the enemies. Aqua couldn't handle? I think not. I'm a master, dog. I'm a master Keyblade wielder for a reason. Put some respect on me. You know what I'm saying? Can I see? Yeah, Shadow Neo, Shadow Dark Ball. Oh, I got all the chests. Ooh.
This monster. This is no unverse. Just a dweller of darkness.
Defeat the enemy.
Fire! Gather! Fire! Thunder! Thunder! Gather! Fire! Gather! Fire! Yeah! Yeah! Take that! Heal! Fire! Gather! Fire! Go! Gotcha! Go! Thunder! Thunder! Heal! Gather! Gather! Fire! Thunder!
Yes, we did it.
Could it be?
A fragmentary passage. Birth by Sleep Volume 2, the game that never was. The Lost Chapter. Critical Competitor. Birth by Sleep Master! Yes! Yes! We did it! 67 hours, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Ooh-wee. So, this little bit right here was going to be a taste of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep 2. Then the game never got made because they stopped going towards the PSP. So they started going more away from that because it was going to be, I think, a Dream Drop Distance, then I believe Birth by Sleep 2, or Birth by Sleep 2, then Dream Drop Distance. I can't remember the order. But they gave up on it because they wanted to get away from handheld games and go back to the main line, like console gaming. So they stopped it. And it never was a thing until they made 0.2 Fragmentary Passage, which this is kind of like a prequel taste of that later. Let's save it. Oh, goodness, this game is incredible. It was fun, a fun game, a terrible plot. Low-key. I did not like going to... If it was just like completing the game, whatever. With 3 characters, whatever. But doing all the mini games, doing all the side stuff over and over and over again, that's where it kills me. But that is all we got for that now. Now let's see. Oh wait, we didn't read the answer reports. Hold on. I'm gonna look at Recoded. Hold on. How could I have done this? All my water has turned to ice in this giant cup. Blank points unlock the theater. You're in the Clockwork Trophy for playing for 80 hours or more. You've earned the Arena Sweeper Trophy for finishing every event in the Mirage Arena. You finished the Trinity Trophy.
Jackpot!
Oh my goodness. So yeah. What are we missing from here? I have no idea actually. We have we platinum the game, so that's all that matters. Oh man, there's a lot of these bad boys. Shalom. Welcome in, Seaborn, welcome in. I'm about to start reading a ton of lore information. Do you have HBO? I don't believe so. Why, what's on HBO? While we read all 13 of these letters. Xehanort's letter. Please accept my deepest gratitude for the invitation to witness your pupil's accession to the office of True Keyblade Master. It was a heavy mantle our masters placed upon your shoulders in naming you successor, but you have nonetheless preserved and raised 2 masters yourself. I know it cannot have been easy. So this is Xehanort to Ericus. They just added every Evil Dead film as well as The Mummy today. Oh, that's incredible. Super cool. I'm trying to think. I still need to watch The Mummy. so that he or we who watch over the light could protect the world from the shadows. But was that the true answer? Could there not be more to that? My heart sought knowledge, and so I sometimes visited other worlds. Through such travels was forbidden unless duty required, and found what my heart sought. So, Xehanort is kind of doing his own thing. He's like, yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you guys that this is what our goal is and our purpose, but I still need to go out and explore. You know, he's a young guy at this point in his life. Our masters instructed us to don armor while traveling between worlds so that we might shield ourselves from the darkness, but there in the lanes between, I could feel the force of it, the power, and from then on, I forewent my armor's protection. I have been told the darkness would devour me, but what terrors could it possibly hold so long as I found the strength to control it? And there it is. Since you weren't live as much for it. Wait, what? Oh! Did Cheryl pass? From Evil Dead 1? R.I.P. Cheryl. Did she just pass today? Yeah, I've been super busy today, so I haven't like looked at the news at all. Like a week ago? Man. The past like 3 weeks have been a blur to me. That's awful. So, R.I.P. Cheryl. Hope she's better. Ish. I don't know. I don't know what's saying these things. But she was a real one. Made to go to character. The world is vast, and the worlds within the greater worlds unaccountable. Like little islands, they dot a great ocean between, which keeps them ignorant of each other, uncorrupted. Each world has its own order. Unlike us, they could not know the world in its entirety, and we were never meant to enlighten them. In ancient times, no such buffers kept the larger world divided. There were no walls of light enclosing each smaller world. The ones they do today, nothing prevented one from physically interfering with the next. At that time, the world was filled with light and a great many Keyblade wielders, but without buffers, the worlds began to squabble over ownership of the light, you see. They learned the Keyblade's true use. War broke out as each of the Keyblade wielders struggled to lay claim to an almighty entity known as Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts could be described as an aggregate of hearts. Worlds, too, have many hearts. Just like people, each world's heart is concealed from sight beyond a hidden door. By gathering all the hearts of all the worlds in a single place, one may complete Kingdom Hearts. This is the end of Birth by Sleep. Not the end of the series, though. These are just like the reports that you get throughout all the game that kind of like lore dumps a lot of crucial information for the series. Like, because Kingdom Hearts Key or Unchained Key or whatever the phone game is called is no longer like accessible, this kind of fills in a little bit of that information. Like, this is talking about the previous Keybladers that are in Keyblade wielders that are in that game, in the phone game, when they were fighting over the light of the realms. And when Kingdom Hearts is complete. But I do think this is probably the most... Like I said, I think Birth by Sleep in a bubble. Super great. Super incredible story. Very important. Very emotional. Super great. But it gets dry at times. I think the voice acting isn't the best in this game. I'm not downplaying it. I'm not downplaying it. It's good. But the voice acting's a little rough at times. But replaying the same story 3 times back to back to back between Terra, Ventus, and Aqua, and doing all the side stuff, and doing all the secret bosses back to back to back to back, drags on. So, like, as much as I love doing this game, Birth by Sleep, I'm glad we are coming to an end of you. American Onimusha fans are giving me DMC flashbacks. What do you mean by? Like, how excited they are for the new Onimusha, and they're like, wow, this is incredible, look at the hack and slash. And when Kingdom Hearts is complete, it is said the one who opens its door will bring about the creation of the next world. Such a feat is above any human. Or to put in a different way, whoever opens that door will be reborn as something far greater than human. Light and darkness are two sides of the same coin. Without darkness, there is no light. The Keyblade wielders' great war over Kingdom Hearts was fought by defenders of the light, servants of darkness, those who sought to reconcile the two, and those motivated by nothing more than lust for power. A whole spectrum of thought was swept into the conflict. And the worlds that did not go to war found the war brought to them. In the end, the whole world was cast into darkness. That was how the ancient Keyblade War drew to a close. To this day, no one has ever managed to open the door to Kingdom Hearts. Sometime later, the little light that remained in the hearts of the few gave rise to the world we know today. One made of many worlds behind, just as many walls, so the Keyblade War would not be repeated. So when we go to the end of the game and we're in the Keyblade Graveyard, that's where the final battle took place between the ancient Keyblade wielders, and that's kind of what Xehanort was getting at. I was like, oh, we're just very small pieces of a much larger war that's been going on for ages. They complained from the demo that the game was too easy, reminding me of what they did the same to the DMC3 demo. And Capcom released the American versions of DMC3 with the normal difficulty set to the Japanese hard, just to troll us. Oh, gotcha. This game's too easy. Then they put on hard mode and they're like, ooh, man, this game's a little difficult. This game's a bit rough. At present, the lanes and corridors that run between the worlds may only be traversed by us Keyblade wielders, and thus who have given themselves over to the darkness. As the former, our duty is to cross the chasms between worlds and guard against the latter, whose darkness corrupts and contaminates, so that no world needs to be lost again. Few Keyblade wielders remain now. I have heard of but a handful of others outside my circle, but the world is vast, and more of our kind may be out there. Now, in addition to the realm of light in which we reside, there's also the realm of darkness, and the realm between which connects the two. The realm of darkness is most forbidden. I am told none who set foot there have ever returned. There are three families of Keyblades. The Keyblades of Light, we wield, the Keyblades of Darkness, and the Keyblades of Heart. Imagine ever playing the DMC3 demo, booting up a full release for the first time, and your standard experience is the hard difficulty without the tutorials. Yeah, that sounds real rough, dog. You're like, I'm gonna finally try this out. And you're like, God damn, this game's hard. I already think DMC's hard already on normal, personally. Them Capcom trolls over there be like, ha ha ha, Americans like their tough games will make it even harder. The first and second families differ only in origin. Keyblades of Darkness are found in the realm of darkness, and our counterpart, Keyblades of Darkness are only found in the realm of darkness. Counterpart to the Keyblades we use are in the realm of light. The third type of key, the Keyblade of Heart, came to existence when the world was reorganized after the Keyblade War. Without this key, Kingdom Hearts is forever beyond a person's reach. Only by gathering together 7 hearts of pure light, hearts completely devoid of darkness, may one forge a Keyblade of Heart and open the door to Kingdom Hearts. Now this is important. 7. 7's a very comical number. Let's see how Onimusha fares. The game looks incredible from the graphics that I've seen. But yeah, this is important. Only by gathering together 7 hearts. There has to be 7. If we look back at the numerology of the game, there's been always 7 somewhere in here, or 13. And to say before opening this door arguably gives that person control over the worlds of all people. Such as what Maleficent was trying to do in Kingdom Hearts 1. What Organization was trying to do in 2. It's always been there. I have uncovered the Keyblade's ultimate mystery. You see, besides the 3 families of Keyblades, there's another. Keyblade! While it may sound the same when spoken, it is notated uniquely. Keyblade. And make no mistake, while it resembles a normal Keyblade, it is something altogether different. Keyblades are said to be man-made counterparts to Kingdom Hearts. The Keyblade, however, coexists within Kingdom Hearts. It is only forged when two hearts of equal power intersect. One heart of pure darkness, one heart of pure light. At the time of its forging, Kingdom Hearts appears. It must be noted, though, that this Kingdom Hearts is special. Unlike the kingdoms brought about forcibly and artificially through collection of hearts, this Kingdom Hearts is a perfect, complete union of all the world's hearts. Surely it was over this that the ancient Keyblade War was fought. If so, the walls that divide the worlds today are a little consequence with the Keyblade. All their hearts could instantly reunited and the Keyblade War refought. So this is the kind of the whole purpose of this game with Ventus' story. I will admit, I beat the demo and its boss without dying. I could never in 1 and 2. But that's probably due to just the newer game is probably a lot smoother than the first 2 games. Like, it's like saying, like, oh, in Dark Souls 3, I went through it way easier than Dark Souls 1, because Dark Souls 1's a bit clunkier these days. But yeah, so this is essentially Ventus' storyline. Xehanort took out the darkness out of Ventus' heart, and pure light, and separated the two beings. So you had Ventus and you had Vanitas. And then he made them clash at the end of the game. That's what caused the explosion, which created the Keyblade. But Ventus' heart overtook and overpowered Vanitas. And the final thing, that's what caused the explosion, and why the Keyblade fell apart. My brother, pupil, Ericus, thinks only in absolutes. He has persuaded himself that light is the only way, but forgets that light cannot exist without shadow. I believe a balance of light and darkness is what sustains our world, but too much darkness has been stamped out, disrupting that balance. Someone must tear down this tyranny of light and reorganize the world around the darkness, which then creeps back in. Ericus and I did not see eye to eye. I left and wandered the world. This was perhaps my first time I left, or I felt truly free since that day. I departed my boyhood home. But free to do what? I had already shown the mark and become a Keyblade Master. But having been passed over a successor, all that remained to me was the road of teacher. Ordinarily, Keyblade Masters take pupils under their wings, malleable minds in which to impress. The precepts of the Keyblade wielder in our profession alive art for generations to come. Was my time drawing to an end? Then, after all I had accomplished since casting away the place of my birth? That's interesting. So, Xehanort cast away his home that he came from. Surely waiting a quiet death would not do. Not when there was still so much I needed to see for myself. Powers help me. I thought my body is so old. Yeah. So now he's like, I never had a good pupil. I don't really have a home to go to. I definitely think we need to balance out. Essentially, like, you could even use this as like a Jedi and Sith mindset. Xehanort's definitely kind of like the Sith. He's like, there's too many Jedis and the balance is being unbalanced, so I need to add some darkness to the worlds to balance out all the lightness. We Keyblade Masters have a special gift. We can extract a heart, be it our own or that of another. By containing this cycle, it is possible to remain in this world of the living forever. As a boy, I dreamt of seeing the farthest reaches of the world. If only I went far enough, there had to be a world out there in which no one had ever set foot before. And now I know of just such a world. If I become the first to open Kingdom Hearts' door, can I create a next world in which light and darkness exist in perfect equilibrium? So there I stood, with vast knowledge in one gnarled dying hand and a newfound purpose in the other. The next step was clear. I need a new vessel. Hey, we're getting to Terra's story. And that was when I met Ventus. Actually, no, sorry. We're gonna get to Terra. And made him my pupil. So Ventus was originally Xehanort's pupil before he broke him and sent him to Ericus. We were destined to meet, and I could sense the potential within him. But the boy was too benign for his own good. I came to the conclusion he was too frail to serve as a vessel, and decided to use him for a second purpose I had in mind. I would remove the darkness from his heart and split him in two. Then I would have my heart of pure light and a heart of pure darkness. As was to be expected, Ventus lacked the constitution for such an ordeal. I was able to remove the darkness inside him and create Vanitas, a heart of pure darkness, but Ventus drifted into the clutches of sleep. Ventus's heart of pure light and Vanitas' heart of pure darkness. If both could be made strong enough to one day clash, I knew the Keyblade would be forged. But Vanitas took too much of Ventus's heart, and from what fracture, I could see the last of Ventus's light was slipping away. The boy deserved a place to spend his final moments of peace fully, and that should come to mind, but my own boyhood home. My legs took me there unbidden, and as I stood there in the same beach where I had made choices so many years ago, I thought not a single thing has changed. Here in this quiet world, time marches in place, content that Ventus would find peace here. I started to walk away, but just then the boy held up his Keyblade. The light within him had not died. Ventus and Vanitas were not matched in power. I cannot train them together, or Vanitas' darkness would gnaw away what little Ventus had left. Of course, since I needed a place where the boy's light might flourish, the answer was obvious. Ericus and his absolutes. Considering how he had parted ways, I expected friction. But if anything, Ericus seemed delighted to see me again. He readily agreed to take care of Ventus. Now I need only wait for the boy's heart to get stronger. I had now visited the second home of mine for some time and discovered Ericus had already found two pupils of his own. Within one of them, Terra, I sensed something. The boy, though well-intentioned, seeks power single-mindedly. And that kind of hunger is seedbed for darkness. I had found my vessel. The time has come. I have received word from Ericus that the pupils are to become true Keyblade Masters, Terra and Aqua. They will be easy now to learn to the outside world, but Ventus, I will get nowhere without him. Vanitas can feel some of what Ventus feels, and he says Terra is the key. Ventus has loved Terra like a real brother ever since he let him keep his old wooden Keyblade. It seems we have found a loose thread at which we can tug to unravel his heart. The first step to get Terra alone, then we need to plant the seeds of doubt in Ventus, let him carry his faint light as he chases his brother into the darkness. Let the darkness make his light stronger, then let the light deepen the darkness, and where the two finally meet is where the stuff of legends become real. Okay, that's it. Alright. Sweet. What? How do I have 99% of trophy? You know what? I'm not worried about it. I'm assuming that's what this is. I'm missing probably a single chest somewhere. I have no idea where. So now, is Recoded's not a game on here, right? That's just like a, kind of like 3-5 a day over 2 days? Hello? Oh, let me look up how long does it take to go through this version of Recoded. Alright, actually give me a second. I'm going to restart the stream. Oh, plus my camera froze. Awesome. Cool. Give me 1 second.